Hey everyone, my name is Crystal Marie Higgins. I'm so excited to be connecting with you all today about the amazing benefits of herbal body oiling. And herbal body oiling in general is something that I highly recommend that everyone does, but in particular when we find ourselves in fire season, unfortunately, as the increase of fires are happening in the West and all around the world, it's really a helpful ally to put oil on your skin. In addition to calming our nervous system, herbal body oiling also creates a barrier literally between your skin and the world. So it can help with, for those of us who live in environments where we've got pollution like cities or again, like I was saying, with the smoke, the wildfire smoke that comes in, or even just when we experience dryness in the winter or even the late summer seasons. Herbal body oiling can be just so amazing and helpful, and it can be such an incredible way to bring in extra self-care. So I actually grabbed a few oils that I make, and I'll bring them a little bit closer. And I love herbal body oils in particular because not only do we get the effects of the oiling on our skin, which is, like I said, so helpful to create the barrier, but when you add in an infused herbal body oil into your sort of regimen or remedies, you get all of the potent medicine of that herb as well. So this here is an arnica oil that I actually infused, and I highly recommend if any of you all have any interest in learning how to make your own herbal body oils. A teacher of mine, Cami McBride, teaches you how to do this both old tradition as well as a tradition that has been kind of lost. And there's a very specific way that you do the herbal body oil infusions. So you see there's a dark color in this body oil, and not every herbal body oil has a dark color to it, but either the color or the smell are really good indications that you're dealing with a high quality oil. So I've got arnica here, and arnica is amazing for stiffness and soreness of the muscles as well as bruises. I also have with me, got my little mini apothecary here. I've got a lavender oil, and you can see that the color is just really this vibrant green. First time I made this, I wasn't sure if it would be purple or green, but it's this super vibrant green that's just really beautiful. And lavender is so calming for the nervous system, and lavender is one of those plants that so many of us still know about as potent medicine for stress relief, but it's also really great for sunburns, and it even can be used as a natural bug spray. So I've got lavender oil here, and then I also have, I'm really excited about this. I just actually sold the last bottle that I made for the summer, but I'm working on more coming soon. This is a rosemary infused, and you can see when it's a natural body oil, there's natural sediment. So you've got to shake it really good to get the sediment, and that's kind of mixing in a little bit more. So this is rosemary, and this is really invigorating, so it can be enlivening. And any of these body oils, you can put them anywhere. You could even eat them. They're that safe and effective. It's just the herb itself and the oil. But rosemary is also great for the scalp, right? Invigorating the scalp. And if you have dry scalp or dry hair even, can be such a great ally for that. And I have a chamomile, and this is a new one that I just made too, which look at how dark that is. This is a wild chamomile infused herbal oil. I actually wild harvested the chamomile near me. And this is just really calming, great to put on the body at the end of the day, the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to just start to take one of the oils. And the way that I do it is I start small, and I just take a few little squirts of it, and this is the lavender. And I love rubbing this between my hands here, and then you can literally take an inhale, and you start to get that calming effect of the lavender, and you can place it here, on the chest, kind of like I'm doing here. And if you are wearing clothing where oil would stain it, I recommend you could do this in Natel, or I've kind of got a shawl on here, or a robe, or you could do this at the end of a shower or a bath before you go to bed, or as you wake up in the morning. And then I also like to place it, rub my hands together at the soles of my feet. And you can just kind of rub at the soles of your feet. And I do this every time before I practice yoga or teach yoga, as well as at the end of the night. I have a little ritual where I put it at the soles of my feet, palms of the hands, and the chest. And you can even place a little oil at the temples just to bring in that calming effect. So that was with lavender. And with the, I can already start to feel it, it's calming and invigorating. With the arnica oil, just give it another little shake. My shoulders tend to get super sore just from life, you know. We're all looking at computers. So you can rub it between your hands and then give yourself like a little neck and shoulder massage. So you can go both sides, even it out. And then if there's any other place in your body where you feel soreness, stiffness, or you've got bruising, you can also just place the oil on the bruises, but get in there and just start to feel, immediately I start to feel better, right? And you can do this at your wrists, maybe from being on a computer. So nice. And you can do this little twisting action. And then, you know, rosemary, I was saying that this is great for the scalp and hair, but also if you find yourself getting a cough or a cold, or hopefully not, but if you come down with anything like, you know, a virus or an infection, you could take a squirt of it and rub it, and then also just place it at your chest. Oh, and I can already start to smell the rosemary. So nice. And then I'll take it and I'll begin to massage it into my hair. And I won't do the full thing right now because that would take a while, but one thing that my teacher, Cammie McBride, recommends is taking this rosemary. Oh God, I already start to feel stimulated in the scalp. It's so nice. My hair gets so dry. I really recommend rosemary if you're like me and you get dry scalp or hair. You can even kind of, you know, just be gentle with it, not too much. Right? Put it at the ends of your hair. And the rosemary scalp oil, a little bit goes a long way. So if you want to infuse your whole head in it, really douse your scalp, if you've got dandruff or dry skin, you can warm this on a double boiler. So just want to warm it, but not directly on the heat. So there's a little steam coming up to warm it. Warm it until it feels, you know, warm to the touch. And then you can place it in your hair and just take several squirts and just rub it around. And then you can actually put a shower cap on your head, and or a hat, or just put your hair up in a bun. And do know though that it will, if you put a lot of the oil in, it will get on your sheets. So just be careful and cautious. But you could sleep with it overnight, and then you would wash your hair in the morning. And for me, I have pretty fine hair, so I would have to wash my hair twice in order to have a not greasy hair the next day. And then I would use a chamomile type oil the same way I would use a lavender oil. You know, I would just take a squirt or two, rub it between the hands and at the soles of the feet. And so that's just a little quick tutorial on herbal body oiling. And like I said, this is a great way to create more barrier between you and the external world. You can do any of those little techniques that I showed, or if you've got more time and you want to try it, I highly recommend putting oil on your entire body every morning from head to toe. So after I get out of the shower, one of my friends taught me this technique many years ago. I actually step out of the shower and I still have water on me or bath. And then I place a few squirts of the oil, you know, for the arms, and then I take a few more squirts for the legs, and I just mix it all around with the water and the oil, and then I wait for it to dry. And that creates a really nice layer of oil for your body. And I normally walk around in like a robe or a towel for about 30 minutes, and then I put on my clothing just so I don't oil up my clothing. And if you're a little bit cautious about it, maybe the first time you do it, put on clothing where it wouldn't stain or damage the clothing. And that is just a way to really protect yourself from the wildfire smoke, creating that barrier, and opening the senses and doing something really nice for yourself. So I hope you all found this to be helpful, and I'm planning on sharing more videos with different herbalism recommendations and tips, different ways to add in just simple self-care to your everyday routine. And until next time, everyone, take care, and let me know if you've got any questions. Bye-bye.